It's live. What's up, Seeking Knowledge family, man? How y'all doing, man? Look, I got this special guest, this amazing guest with me today, Phoenix Frost. I met her on the OWL app, like I did a little research. She's amazing. But look, I'm gonna shut up, and I'm just gonna let her share what she got going on. How did she became Phoenix Frost? So how you doing this rising, man, Miss Frost?
I'm great. How are you?
Man, I'm amazed, man. It's good to have you here, man.
It's good to be here. Um, I wanted to share a little bit of background about my life, if that's okay.
Now,
I
go
don't
ahead.
know exactly how much time we have.
We gotta look, be yourself. Look, ain't no time limit on seeking knowledge. Look, ain't no time limit. Be yourself.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. I'm Phoenix Frost. Born Shanice Harris. Um, I created the name Phoenix Frost because I had a really hard life, and I always overcome my obstacles through God. So, I decided to take the name Phoenix, from the bird that always rises. And even when you kill it, it burns up, turns to ashes, an egg is created, and it comes back again, even stronger.
I knew that.
So, and the frost is because I used to wear a lot of diamonds um, before I got robbed, but we're going to get into that.
Okay.
Basically, my memory is 2 years old. My mom shot and killed my dad. From there, I went into not foster care, but like a foster situation with my grandparents on my dad's side. So my dad's parents took me and raised me. Back then, you used to be able to beat your kids. That was before children's services.
Yeah.
So
Now
we had a lot of rose bushes. So you know how you had to pick your switch and all that.
I can
I
relate
had
it.
to pick a I had to pick a rose bush switch.
Ooh, with thorns on
So,
there. That's I can relate though. Picking that switch. They say get the one that's thick. And like mom talking about my great great auntie, I was raised with my great great auntie. She's made me go pick the switch and peel it. Peel the
oh
switch,
yeah,
the green, the slime. Oh yeah, go ahead. I can relate though. Go ahead.
yeah, ain't nothing like a rose bush switch though. Those things is triangle. The thorns. So when they go in, they hurt, but when they pull out on that edge, woo-wee. So yeah. So I tried not to get in trouble too much, and then around about 10, I started getting into trouble. Um, I had start sneaking out, and because I wasn't really allowed to play. Like people could come over my house and play, but sometimes you just want to go to somebody else's house.
Right.
And I wasn't allowed to do stuff like that. She was always scared I was gonna get kidnapped or something. So
Just know.
um yeah, so I played with my cousins that lived about a block away. I could go to their house, but that was about it. So I started sneaking out, and you know, um, eventually I started sneaking people in, and that was my first experience of getting raped. I got raped at 14,
Sorry
um,
for that.
and I snuck some little boy in, and he brought his uncle.
Mm.
So yeah, so I learned to stop doing that. And 14, after that, I started joining a gang. I'm not going to say which one, but so I was running with them and being wild, and turned into 16 years old. Well, 14, my grandparents died. So I had to go to foster care.
I can relate to being in foster care. It was a fucked up situation, but it made me who I am. Though, keep going.
Well, I had a lot of bad foster parents. And one tried to put me out to the pizza man for
Damn.
some pizza. So I didn't really learn not to trust people. That should have been my lesson to be more selective on who I trust.
Mm.
But it wasn't. And eventually I got pregnant at 16, had her at 17, my daughter. She's 26 now. Um and I went to home in Columbus for pregnant teens. And that's when, well, hold on, let me back up. I was always told that my mom shot and killed my dad and died in prison. Well, I got a phone call from a lady claiming to be my mom. So I cussed her out, hung up on her, and told her she shouldn't play like that. Well,
Right.
eventually, my caseworker came and told me it was my mom.
Mm,
So I was shocked, at least, to say the least. And I after that, she introduced me to my siblings, which I was always told I was the only child. Um, and that my dad was her only um man at the time.
mm,
Well, I found out she was a prostitute, and her dad was trying. My dad was trying to make her a housewife, and everything like that. So I've met my siblings. I got an older brother, Jerome. He got shot and killed before I got to meet any of them. And
mm.
then under him is my brother Bam. Then there's twin sisters, Lisa and Teresa. And then there's another sister, Benita. And then I'm the next one. And then my little sister, Keisha. So I try to introduce them into my home. I mean, not my home, but into my life. But long story short, um, they played me and, did me wrong. Like my little sister, Keisha, tried to get my kids taking my children's services.
It's crazy because like I can relate to like a lot you've been saying for us foster care. Like my foster mama, she was on drugs. She ended up adopting me. Like she smoked dope. She just take my money, gamble it on the boat, steal my money to support her habit. But then I can relate to also what you said about your siblings. I don't deal with my siblings because they think I'm better than them. No, I don't think I'm better than them, Miss Frost. I just make better decisions. I want better in life for my wife and kids. Go ahead though. This like your story powerful.
Yeah, that's what I was going through with my family because most of them, 90% of them are on drugs, and the ones that aren't don't want anything to do with me. And, well, none of them really do because my mom shot and killed my dad. So my dad's family think, they hold it against me because they think that I'm to blame. So, they don't want anything to do with me because my mom shot and killed my dad and they miss my dad. And then my mom's side of the family hold it against me because my mom went to prison. So I get it on both sides. But I was only two.
Mm,
So, they got to understand that, a 2-year-old has no place. I'm not the one that called the cops.
right.
So, and then outside of that, they're just not very good people. But I tried to make it work. I just wanted that love, especially since my grandparents were gone. I thought they could
Mhm.
fill that void.
Right.
So, but they didn't. And I went and moved to another place in Sydney, and
You said Sydney.
in Sydney, Ohio.
I should
And
say Sydney, Australia. Now I'm just fucking with you. Go ahead.
everybody says that, but yeah, and ran into my son's dad, which he was very abusive and everything like
Mm,
that. So 7.5 years it took me to leave, and my final strike was when he beat me with a chair until I passed out, and then I woke up and he beat me again with the chair. So I'm like, no, I have to go, or he's going to end up killing me.
man,
Um, Back then, I was about 130 pounds, so he would pick me up by my throat and slam me on my ankles, which is why I can't wear heels to this day. I have no cartilage in my ankles anymore.
well, I'm glad you still here, man. Like, cause that's fucked up. Cause I can relate to, like, I was married. This is my second marriage. I love my wife, Erica Bruce. Shout out to my wife, Erica Brewster. But like my first wife, the mother of my two boys, she was abusive, like physically and mentally. Like one day she got so mad at me and threw a weight, like a weight you lift, threw it at me. She used to throw water on me. She used to smack me in the back of my head. So I can relate to when it comes to being in an abusive relationship, especially with the like the siblings that your kids parent. But I had to get away from that. So keep going though. Like your story, man. Your story gonna inspire somebody.
Yeah, so I ended up leaving. I just packed everything and left, and put the kids in the car and took off to Dayton, Ohio. Uh, Tried to go to the homeless shelter. It wasn't working out, so we slept in the car.
I
And
can relate to
eventually,
that too.
eventually, I seen this truck, and I thought it was an entertainment truck because it said entertainment on it. And so I ran up to it and asked for a job. So they were like, "Well, we're um, strippers, you know." So I'm like, "I don't care at this point. You know, we need money. We're hungry, you know."
Had
So
to
I
get
started
yeah.
stripping and everything. And um, one of the customers was like, "Well, why are you doing this when you could be making real money selling drugs?" So I'm like, "Well, you know, at this point, I'll do anything, you know, because my kids need to eat. We need to get out this car, you know." So I started selling crack cocaine. Um, After about a year, we had a place. Um, you know, we had other cars. You know, I was making about 5,000 or more a day. And I'm not promoting drug dealing at all.
Nah, you
Um,
just sharing your story, man. Like what you overcame. Like so, I get it. Like I get it. Like man, be yourself. You share your story, man. Because a lot of people go through things in life and they think it's not no hope or they can't make it out. But look, just hearing your story, man, how you still here, man, and doing your thing, and keep going, man. Because I don't want to jump the gun. Because you accomplished a lot.
so eventually, one of my customers had caught a gun charge. So they told on me I had to go to Marysville prison. But luckily, they never caught anything on me or anything like that. So I only had to do 6 months. So after
Mhm.
that, I didn't, you know, try to sell drugs anymore. Um, and I got myself together, um, you know, and got my social security. I have sickle cell anemia, so you know I hurt all the time. So it's really hard for me to work, and I miss a lot of work because you know I'll be sick or in the hospital. So I got my social security, and everything was looking up. Um, I've died over 43 times. This
Man,
last time was 43 from my sickle cell, but luckily God keeps bringing me back.
man, that's a good thing. I mean, that's not a good thing that you died that many times, but like, I'm glad you still here, man. Like, cause you are like an amazing person. Anybody can go through so much shit in life and still come out on top and not holding a grudge against some people that did you wrong, man. Yo, like I said, this your year, man. Like big things are coming your way, man. But keep going, man. I love that, love your story, man, because I can relate to so many things, man, that you went through.
Okay, and me and my daughter and my granddaughter are getting ready to leave, so it might be kind of noisy, but I'm gonna try to continue this interview.
No, go ahead, look, be authentic, man. Like, look, I done did audios where I had people and their kids. Like, I just people be themselves, man. Like, look, how y'all doing, granddaughter and
But so yeah, so after that, got myself together, eventually moved to Huber Heights, continued my music, and 2008, I created my own record label.
that's dope.
Um, with a guy named Alan. He was in a wheelchair. He was disabled. He was tired of going through, you know, trying to work and stuff like that, and um, getting played and stuff. And so he related to my struggle. And another guy named Minister Kid, he did beats. He was a producer. So, you know, they're like, you know, we're with you. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. So in 2016, I got invited to go to the BET Awards.
Let's go.
Um, and I went out there and I was number 10 on BET's top 10 moments.
Congratulations, man. See, look, that's a big accomplishment. After all you just shared with me, look how the tables turned. You went to the BET Awards, man. That's what's up, man. I'm happy for you, man.
Yes, and God blessed me to be able to go back again in 2017. I was number 10 again. And this time I was smart enough to take pictures and videos and stuff like that and actually record the clip of me coming on TV because a lot of my friends and stuff didn't believe that I was going and didn't believe that I was going to be um on TV. So, you know, when
Motherfuckers
I came back, I'm
always,
like,
I didn't mean to cut you off, Miss Frost, but motherfuckers always gotta hate. Like every time you say you doing something, but we do live in a society they want to see proof. But every time you say you doing something or you accomplish this, I want to see the pictures. I want to see proof. So yeah, you gave them the proof. Keep going, man. You had to show their ass. Like stop talking. I was at the BET Awards doing my thing. Fuck you,
right.
man.
So I took pictures and videos that this time and everything to show everybody and uh, posted it on social networks and everything just took off. I had about 70,000 followers, well, 75,000 altogether on all my social networks. But when I posted my pictures, everything just took off. Everybody was sending me demos. I had over 1,000 demos that I had to listen to. I had to hire people to help with the phones and stuff like that, other than Alan. And, I had to hire other producers and stuff like that because Minister Kid was just like, I can't keep up, so, but it was a good experience, you know, everything's kind of slowing down. So I was like, well, let me focus more on the artist this time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I basically been doing here of late. Um, Focusing more on the artist. I had made a lot of different connections with a lot of different people. So every time I get a connection with someone, I always let my artists know so they can take advantage of the opportunity. So recently I've been reaching out to other people, for the opportunities like on my social networks and things like that, which is how I ran into you. So,
Yes, and I'm glad I jumped on the Owl app, y'all. Look, I met Miss Frost on the Owl app. Y'all see the banner. Get on the Owl app, download it right now. You put my referral code in, Bruce, and get that $10 credit to your account. But that's how I met Miss Frost on the Owl app, man. Your story is so amazing, man. Like, but can I ask you one question? Like, I want to know, like, did the songs, is it called Bands?
yes.
Is that the song that got you? Was that your breakthrough song? Cause like I actually played that
Yes.
song, this rising, and basically you was saying behind that story is what you did in the streets. That's how. And another thing I like about that, cause like all your music that I heard this rising, it was like you was sharing your life. So you are authentic. That's why I was like, oh, she authentic, she real. Let's go. Keep going, Miss Ross. I ain't gonna cut you off, man. I'm just getting excited because like your story is so powerful and so deep. And the shit you went through, people probably wouldn't have made it through there, but you still here.
Yes, still alive and kicking.
Man, that's amazing, man.
So yeah, but basically that's mainly my life. I had a brain surgery not too long ago, about 2 years ago. So a lot of the memories I can't remember, and I get everything kind of misconstrued a little bit. But um, when I was talking about my sickle cell and dying, one of the things that really the main thing that stood out to me was I had a sickle cell crisis and I died in Miami Valley Hospital in Dayton.
Mm.
And my daughter's dad had a heart attack at Kings Island and died the same day. but they brought me back.
Wow, that's man, you blessed, man. Like you got some angels around you, your ancestors, like they over you, man. They because they know you're not done, man. So I want to ask, like, what's next? Like, what's next for Phoenix Frost, man? I know you got like you've been to the BET Awards 2016, 2017. Shout out to that because a lot of people where you from probably don't even get the opportunity. Then you was top 10. Like I don't give a fuck if you was top 10, top 20. You rank. So can't nobody accomplish that. So like, what's next for Miss Frost? Like any upcoming performers, albums you for the drop, shows? Like, what's next?
Well, I'm actually thinking about doing Rolling Loud in March, but I'm not for sure if I'm gonna be able to do it or not. But I'm looking at that. Also, my new album. I'm waiting on my producer to get the 10 beats ready, and I'll be doing my new album. And it's gonna be I hate to say this, but it's gonna be a battle album. I've been getting a lot of criticism in the streets and stuff like that. So um, I'm coming back hard to answer everything they said about me. So um,
That's dope, though.
that's my next album, and then I'm not sure. Okay, I hate to say this, but
Man, be yourself,
there's some
man.
type of reality show going on, and I did not know I was on it. And I was wondering why people just kept recording me and stuff like that with their cameras and stuff like that. It's like a ghetto reality show in Cincinnati. So that's going to be coming out. So I don't know what you're going to see on that.
But, yeah, I definitely need to see that though. But nah, look, man, your story was beautiful, man. Like I enjoyed it. If there is there anything else you want to share for the Seeking Knowledge viewers? Anything else you would like to share? Like, cause you told a lot, man. Like your story is very impactful, man. And I'm glad, like I met you. Like I'm gonna keep in touch with you because I believe in divine time, and I believe that we have some work to do together. So,
Yes,
anything else you want to
definitely.
share?
Just keep pushing, never let nobody stop you. No, never let nobody tear you down or let you feel like you're less than them. Or anybody else. Just keep pushing, stay motivated, make a goal, have a dream, do everything in your power to, accomplish that dream, and don't let anybody, tear you down. You got to keep going. Your dream is not for everybody. Your dream is for you, you know.
Oh, that's dope. So thank you once again for coming on. But look, if the Seeking Others viewers want to hear your music, they want to know what you got going on, so they can follow you. How can they reach you? Like what platforms you on? How can they hear your music?
Okay, you can always go to SoundCloud. That's where the majority of my songs is. I have 4 albums on there, as well as my other artists that are on my record label are on there, and they're dope. They're dope. Um, you can also, I'm sorry, the SoundCloud is soundcloud.com/Phoenix Frost Official. You can hit me on Instagram at Phoenix Frost Official, one Phoenix Frost one, and Phoenix Frost Fan PG. You can hit me on Facebook at Shanice Harris, spelled SHONNICE Harris. And there's two Shanice Harris's pages, but only one I can get into because I've been getting hacked a lot. Um, and then I also have the Phoenix Frost music page on Facebook, and then I have the regular Phoenix Frost page on Facebook. And then I have, well, I haven't really been on Twitter, so, or X, what they call it now. So, since they called it X, I haven't been on there. But basically, that's where you can find me. And the main site that a lot of people probably don't know about, I'm going to hit you on the game. Number one music, N1M. It is an app for up and coming artists. I have over 1 million streams on there. Um, from different fans that like music and stuff like that. I get fan mail from there, amongst other places, so it keeps you motivated with the fan mail, letting you know that you're doing a good job and that people are feeling your music. And it's always good to hear something good because you hear something negative so much,
Right.
So to get a fan mail saying, "Oh, I like your song," or "This is my favorite song." One of the people actually reached out to me. I'm trying not to cry, but um,
Man.
he said that he was listening to my song "No Sleep." He had a bad car accident. Him, his wife, and his little 1 year old son, and his wife died. Um,
Mhm.
and he ended up having to take care of his son, and from his injuries, he missed a lot of work, lost his job, lost his house, lost his car, had to go to the homeless shelter. And he was saying he was in the bathroom at the homeless shelter getting ready to kill himself because he felt like he just couldn't raise a child on his own, and his child would be better off with somebody else. He didn't feel like he was enough, without his wife. So he said something told him just, listen to some music, play some music, so they didn't hear, what was going on in the bathroom. So he said he was online searching, and listening to his music, and one of my songs popped up after his song as a suggestion. So he played it, and it was my song "No Sleep." And he said when he listened to that, it motivated him to not only stay here on this earth, but to keep going, and get a
Mhm.
job. And so he was telling me now he had a 2-bedroom house, and he had a nice job paying good money, and he had a nice car. And he was saying, he owed it to me. So I had to write him back like, no, you owe it to God and yourself. You're the one that did it. God led you to that song, and because he know you needed that song at that time. But that has nothing to do with me. That's all you. You're the one that put it into action.
That's
So
beautiful, man. Like that's a beautiful shirt, man. But it's thank you for coming on, man. Like I was sending you this so you can share it on your platform, man. And it was an honor just to meet you, man, just to hear your story because a lot of stuff you shared, like I have went through a foster care, like you saying like how you was raped, I was molested, so I can relate to like a lot of your story. Just but all I went through made me who I am now, and I'm not ashamed of my story because my story is somebody else.
right, right. You kind of froze a
I know,
little bit.
I know big things are coming your way, man, and I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Like if you want to share anything else, but obviously that's an honor to have you here, man, on the Seeking Out this platform, man. But I'm done. If you got anything else you want to share,
No, I just wanted. I had a question.
go
Is
ahead.
there any way that you'd be able to play bands for the viewers?
Sure. Like, can I was on YouTube listening to it. Can I? Because I subscribe for your channel, by the way, as well. That's how I found that song. Let me see.
Well, that channel got hacked too. My phone got stolen, so I
Hold on.
wasn't smart enough to not, do that. Remember me. I had a lot of remember me's on different things, so they can get into they got into my email, my YouTube. They took over. So
That's crazy. Let me see. I'm looking. Is this it right here? You probably can't see it. Hold on.
yep.
I knew I was gonna find it. It's a bands, Mills, my city, no sleep. Oh yeah, let me go on. Look, I'll be excited, but let me go and play that though.
I got bank rolls, cause I'm making
Hold on. Can you play the?
pesos.
I'm sorry. Can you play the one that's not the regular one? It should say one says um get, and the other one says regular bands.
All right, nah, okay, I got you right here. Sorry about this, y'all. I'll be going through. This is right
Yeah, I don't like that mix on that one.
here. I got you. Hold up, y'all. Before the song we was playing, this is called Bands. This is her music. This is her breakthrough song that got her known. So we gonna play it.
Cause I got the narrow, that's real my nigga. I'm talking 10 figures, my pockets keep getting bigger. No time for gold diggers, big knots, plenty pop. Run up and get shot. I'm trying to make it to the top before I get popped. Cause all this money draw attention and me being straight whipping on you. I'm shit. Do you hear what I'm spitting? I'm flipping them cones and doing 75 and all the heads turn when I drive by. And my be steady knocking and my head steady bobbing. Me and my partners, we mobbing. You don't want no problems cause we got bands, bands, bands,
Yeah, this is a party song for the club.
Talking that bread, make niggas come for your head. Kidnap your family instead. Pay up what they did. I know the streets be watching. Just how I be flossing. Everything I do is flossing. I'm toasting and I'm tossing that Gucci. I'm who they wanna be. They trying to get like me cause I'm a real G. And my pockets run deep. Plenty of more respected than the mayor, a certified slayer. Yeah, action neighbor. Steady get my grind on. Steady get my shine on. My dine on. My fine on. All the things you behind on. Got years invested in this game. I got the 2 biggest balls. Just missing that thing. But I bands, 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 bands. So if you ain't broke and you got money in your pocket, then I know you feeling this song. Go!
Thank
Man,
you
this
so
is
much.
a dope ass song, man. No, thank you so much, man. And look, enjoy the rest of your day, man. And we're gonna definitely keep in touch, man.
Definitely, and I didn't realize I was gonna be doing all this moving. I was planning on talking a little bit more.
Nah, you cool, man. That was enough. People know who Phoenix Frost is, man. But look, appreciate you so much, man, for coming on, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. And stay
Thanks
inspired,
for
stay
having me. You
encouraged,
too.
stay motivated. No problem.
Bye.